Fundamentally, the practice of law is exactly that, practice. And no matter how well you do or don't do in the classroom, you're not really practicing law. You're essentially reading a textbook, and although the method is different than one experience as an undergrad, it's an entirely different experience to take yourself out of the classroom and actually practice. And that's what trial team and moot court give you. It's the ability to actually stand up and advocate.
So much of my legal education and the valuable experiences that I've had in law school have happened outside of the classroom. Being involved in clubs, being involved in the Access to Justice program, being involved in Journal, doing moot court last year, none of those were classroom activities. Some of them are co-curricular, but they're all really, really important and have contributed a lot to my legal education, and certainly contributed a lot to exploring sort of what kind of lawyer I want to be after I graduate.
We have a number of student experiential learning opportunities. We have internships and externships. We have clinics, and we have student organization projects.
So the first thing that happens, you introduce yourself, and almost immediately these judges at this bench interrupt you. And it's odd, it's a shaking experience, but once you've had it happen a couple of times, you realize that they're not being rude, they just want answers. And the reason they want answers is to understand. And the reason they want to understand is so they can make the proper decision. This is a great opportunity to learn to think on one's feet and then to be able to articulate that. So much of what we're taught in life is to write things down, to send an email, to send a text. But this, standing at this podium, is an opportunity to look 5 people in the eye and convince them that your case matters, your client should prevail.
A lot of the doctrinal classes, you sort of go to class every day and you learn the law and learn the doctrine, and you don't sort of see how it works until you walk into a pro bono opportunity and you have someone who's going through bankruptcy and really needs help, or someone who wants to write a will, someone who is having a property dispute with a neighbor, and then all of a sudden all of those things that you learned in this very abstract way become concrete, and you really understand how to put into practice what you're learning to help people.
Nothing beats doing this. I mean, this is basically the flesh on the bone of a JD. It's one thing to go through here, take your tests, and walk out, but this is your chance to actually be a lawyer within a few months of actually getting into law school.